Well, I haven't been out, been filming here in a while, and I'm not using my ordinary camera that I've been using, the new one that I've been using quite a bit lately. Uh, the reason I haven't been out so much is just because it's so hot, and even right now, I mean, I'm sitting here in the shade. You see all the trees up here. That's the one good thing. You got all the trees to provide you a little bit of shade, so so you can be little cooler than what you'd be if it wasn't there. But and even today, it's been a little bit cooler, though it is humid out. So it's uh, not as bad as it's been the past few days, but still, you don't have to walk very far till you start sweating, and all your clothes get wet very quickly from the sweat that your body releases to keep itself cool. I also got me some spring water to cool down a little bit. I've been here before. I hadn't been in this particular area where I'm at right here, but I've been at this. This is a campground picnic area right here, right up there. See how well it comes in here. Right up there, that's a big picnic area. I may walk up there in a minute if I have enough time left here. But I'm sitting on a picnic table here myself, where I'm at. So, just here in the shade, enjoying the outdoors. I do prefer the fall and the winter time because it's a lot easier to be out doing stuff than it is in the summertime. So, but that's the reason I haven't been out as much lately, and you haven't seen as much with me. It's just just the weather. When it cools down some, that's when I get out and do it a whole lot more. Also, it's just because of price problems, price of gas. You can't travel as much as you could before. So a lot of things preventing that from being done. One thing I want to just say today is June 24th, and I'm filming this. I was saying to somebody this morning, it's just 6 months away to Christmas Eve. 6 months from today will be December 24th, Christmas Eve. So just how quick that can come and go. Time just goes right on by. When that day gets here, it'll be probably a lot colder out. I still remember that from a couple of years ago. It was real cold on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. How it was basically freezing outside. So I remember those. I remember that time. But at any rate, the day is December. Excuse me. There I go again. Today is June the 24th. I'm sort of thinking ahead there, but today is June 24th, and if you're in the United States, you pay any attention to the news at all, you know what happened today in with the United States Supreme Court is that what's commonly referred to as the landmark decision of Roe v. Wade, which next January would have been 50 years old. It was on January 22nd, 1973. It was when it was handed down that legalized abortion in the United States. At least most abortions was in the United States. This decision today overturned that decision from 50 years ago. And now, just to explain a little bit of what that means, the decision or the way things were in the United States before Roe v. Wade, the legal apparatus, if you will, or standing of abortion at that time was it legal or illegal, depending on where you lived. It was not. A lot of people think it was illegal before that. Well, it was in a lot of places. It was not in every place. There were some states, New York, Colorado, I think the state of Washington, maybe a couple others, had already legalized it by the time Roe v. Wade was decided. So it was already legal if you lived in those particular states. And now that decision will go to the states. Some states, like the aforementioned states of New York, Colorado, and Washington, among others, and some very much since then. I'm fairly certain California has done this. They have passed laws in their state. Some of them even amended their constitution guaranteeing the legality of abortion. So will this decision today make it illegal? Well, again, it depends on where you live. So the decision or whether abortion will be legal or not depends on where you live. It's not. There are very few federal laws dealing with the subject. There's the ban on late-term abortions and the very last stages of pregnancy that was passed by Congress and signed by then President Bush back in 2004 or 2005, somewhere in there. That was commonly called the ban on partial birth abortion. That is a federal law. Other than that, there's not very many things in the federal law. So, and there's not, as far as what abortion does, the legality of it, it's not going to be a matter of the federal government doing it, but the states. And as I say, that depends on what state you live in as to whether it's going to be legal or not. But it does return the issue to the states so that it can be decided there, and it can be at least, shall we say, given a fair shot, so to speak, in the democratic process. At least the decision then will be with the people and their legislatures in the states. So the issues can be argued on the merits of it, not, well, the Supreme Court's going to strike this law down if you pass it. Well, no, if things continue to be as they are, it won't strike it down. But it is, in my opinion, a day for celebrating on that, because because life is very precious. Mankind was created in the image of God, and it's very important that we respect life, and that we not legalize something, that we not do something to snuff out life because it makes it inconvenient for us, or for whatever reason, other reason it may be. My thoughts are, well, what would justify abortion? What would be a just reason for it? Well, my thought is, if the child, let's say, is 1 day old, would the excuse you're giving for it, would it justify it then? If not, then it doesn't justify it, a few weeks before then either. So, like I say, I think this is a day for at least a partial celebration, knowing it does not criminalize it, it does not make it illegal anywhere, except where the states where it's already been where the laws have already passed, and they have here in my home state of Georgia, passed at least banning abortions at a certain point. I want to say it's 6 weeks, but I'm not totally certain of that. But Alabama and Mississippi, Oklahoma, Texas have all passed laws very similar to that, and some other states as well that I can't remember who all has at the moment. I think Tennessee was considering one, and there's others that have done that. And of course, like I said, there's other states that have gone the exact opposite direction and have made it legal. So it will depend on that. But nevertheless, it can at least be argued, and hopefully this will begin a trend towards that. Can't say whether it will or not. Only thing we can do is say we can hope and pray on that it will. But we will. The one thing I read somebody a few years ago that said democracy is talks about all the bad things about it and the good things about it. Well, the one good thing about it is it does provide one thing for us, and that's clarity. When people are allowed to vote on something, we know where the people stand on it, and so no one can use an excuse of anything else as to why they didn't support this or did support it, whatever. They can't say, well, the government prevented me from doing it or whatever. No, it's now up to the people on this and their legislatures and state governments and so forth to be able to make this decision. So, as I say, it's a day for at least a partial celebration and to hope for better things for that. Well, I'm said I was going to walk up here. I don't know. camera sometimes will cut off right about the 11-minute mark. That's about where I've come to here. But I'm just going to walk up this area here, and you can. There's a bunch of kids playing back behind me in the creek. Right here, it's a big area for people to come and get a large group to come and be able to hold a big picnic. Right in here, in this area. So there's a big area for them to grill, benches for them to sit and all. All right, well, with that, I'm just gonna sign off here, and hope everybody has a blessed day. And hopefully, I'll be out doing some more hiking and making some more videos soon. Have a good day. Bye bye.